Make sure you understand the floor. You each get 3 rope breaks to break up a pinfall or submission attempt. Once you use those 3 rope breaks, the ropes are in play and can be used by your opponent, but they cannot be used by you to break up a pin or a submission. There's a strict 20 count on the floor. 20 count. There will be no closed fist strikes to the face. On the first closed fist, you'll be given a warning. On the second, you'll be penalized a rope break. And if you have no rope breaks left, you'll be disqualified. The pure title can change hands on a disqualification or a counter. Both understand these rules? You suck, Sinclair! You suck, Nigel!
We have the opening bell of the first title matchup here on the Weekend of Champions. All 3 of the Ring of Honor titles will be defended on both nights here in Ohio as the Ring of Honor Pure Champion Nigel McGuinness shakes hands and follows the code of honor with the fallen angel Christopher Daniels. I mean, it was Daniels on the very first Ring of Honor show refusing to shake hands and follow the code of honor, feeling that he was above doing so, only for the 100th show to kick off with Daniels finally shaking hands, and shaking hands with Claudio Castagnoli of all people, who turned his back on Ring of Honor later on that evening.
Claudio showing his true CZW colors, that being yellow. Speaking of yellow and CZW, what about Super Dragon earlier tonight, attacking the ROH Wrestling School student, working in the crowd as an usher here earlier tonight?
And you don't need to give any credibility to that goof. We don't need to talk about him. It's all about the championships on the line here tonight. Nigel McGuinness and Christopher Daniels, 2 very skilled technical wrestlers. Should be an excellent contest.
Men eyeing each other in the center of the ring, cautiously waiting to lock up, looking for the single-handed Greco-Roman knuckle lock, maybe. Yes, we have it with the left hand. Daniels looking in with the right, as is McGuinness.
Taking away one hand is McGuinness, going after the arm and brings Daniels down to the canvas, right into a quick cover, but both men back to their feet.
McGuinness with a bit of a size advantage on Daniels, using his body weight to his advantage, able to get that quick near fall.
Both men circling as they lock up once again in the center of the ring. Nigel McGuinness this time taking Daniels down, trying to grab hold of the head, but Daniels able to break free and work his way back to his feet once again.
And hearing it from the crowd here in Dayton. Circling each other in the center of the ring one more time. An elbow tie up. Daniels controls the arm of McGuinness. Arm drag and twist. Controlling the wrist of McGuinness. Sinclair looking on. McGuinness rolls through. Nice reversal, grabbing the wrist of Daniels, who quickly counters.
Nigel very cocky, he was able to get that hold, only for Daniels to quickly reverse it, and now it's Nigel. Breaking free, getting hold of the wrist lock once again. Spins him around, but it's Daniels countering once again. 2 very skilled athletes. Snapmare by McGuinness brings Daniels down to the canvas, trying to keep hold of the chin lock, but Daniels back to the wrist lock, with himself in a standing position. Nigel back up.
Daniels still controlling the wrist of McGuinness, turns through one more time. Front face lock by McGuinness. Quickly reversed again by Daniels. Like I said, McGuinness has the size advantage. Daniels is going to have the quickness advantage on McGuinness. Hammerlock by Daniels. Nigel down to his knees. Rolls through. There you see that unorthodox European style of McGuinness, but Daniels counters it nicely and again takes the big man off his feet.
Just as much as Nigel McGuinness is a world-traveled athlete, wrestled throughout Europe and has recently competed for Pro Wrestling Noah in Japan, the same can be said for Christopher Daniels, who has spent quite a bit of his career not only in Mexico, Puerto Rico, throughout the United States, but in Japan as well, and he's competed in Europe.
McGuinness with the cravat broken by Daniels and goes right back to the arm. Another reversal by McGuinness, right back to the cravat. Daniels went for the break. McGuinness able to avoid it. Slips out though, makes his way to the corner.
Fans here in Dayton very appreciative of the action.
Daniels showing some sportsmanship there, giving McGuinness a chance to make it back to his feet. McGuinness, though, giving it to the crowd here. Once again, both men circle each other in the center of the ring. And the crowd getting behind Christopher Daniels. But Nigel with his share of supporters here in Dayton as well. Both men locked up in the center one more time. Trying to drive each other to the corner. Quick thrust there by McGuinness. Maybe caught Daniels in the eye, gained the advantage.
Picks out the leg and gets a near fall. He did whatever it took to get the advantage right there. He wasn't able to get the advantage with the collar and elbow tie-up, so possibly going after the eye of Daniels as he's still grabbing hold of that eye.
See Daniels having trouble seeing out that eye. McGuinness with a series of quick covers, driving the forearm into the face. And smart move on the part of McGuinness with every one of those covers on the kick out by Daniels. McGuinness maneuvered Daniels closer and closer to the ropes, and Daniels did in fact get caught using a rope break there to escape.
The first rope break utilized by Christopher Daniels.
Out on the floor, he has a 20 count to make his way back into the ring here. He's going to try and use some of that time. There he breaks the referee's count, still favoring that left eye.
Of course, if Nigel McGuinness spends too much time out on the floor, the title, the Pure Championship, can change hands on a count out. As Daniels working his way back up on the apron and back inside the squared circle.
Men circle one more time. Oh, now McGuinness just mocking Daniels after he poked him in the eye. Collar and elbow tie up in the center. Snap there by Daniels. Right to the rear chin lock.
Trying to keep McGuinness grounded, really cranking away on that rear chin lock.
McGuinness moving himself back towards the center of the ring away from the ropes. Trying to take that temptation of the easy rope break away. Back to his feet, but Daniels cranking back down on that rear chin lock, drives him back down to the canvas.
Resting away on that neck. You know, Christopher Daniels likes to utilize the last rights, which does do damage to the neck of his opponent, as does the Angel's wings, and he snaps the neck. Kurt Hennig style. Lateral press, but not hooking the leg, able to kick out.
Snapping away on the neck there, cranking down. McGuinness feeling the effects. One more time, Daniels focusing on the neck of McGuinness, chopping away at the back of the neck now. Picks the big man back up, men on their feet. Daniels goes behind with a belly-to-back suplex, driving the back of McGuinness's head right into the center of the canvas.
Daniels in control, goes for the cover. Nigel able to get his shoulder up, goes for another cover. Again able to get his shoulder up, and with each cover, driving that forearm across the side of the face. And now trying to tie him up here and get the submission.
And Sinclair right there, McGuinness maneuvering his way, looks like maybe towards the ropes to force the break.
And try to force him to utilize a rope break, and that's exactly what McGuinness does. One rope break apiece thus far utilized in this matchup. Still going back to work on the neck is Christopher Daniels. Very confident.
Mark of a veteran, once you have an opponent in a bad predicament, you focus on that body part and stay right on it. That's exactly what Chris Daniels is doing. McGuinness in the corner, caught with another forearm right to the side of the head there and the back of the neck. Brings him out of the corner. McGuinness, though, puts on the brakes. Daniels runs into the elbow. Headstand in the corner by McGuinness.
Not able to connect with that kick that he likes to use, but does connect with the kick to the back and drives him down to the canvas with the elbow, only for a near fall. Nigel likes to utilize that headstand in the corner to lure his opponent into several different traps. That's just one variation right there.
Crowd starting to get into this one again as Daniels is driven shoulder first into the turnbuckle.
Nigel likes to work over the arm and the shoulder of his opponents. And that's exactly what body part he seems to be going after against Daniels right here. elevates him and tosses him overhead, doing more damage to that shoulder. Of course, signed for tomorrow night in Cleveland. It is American Dragon Bryan Danielson versus Nigel McGuinness. Now, if Nigel is able to retain the pure title here in this matchup against Daniels, and if Dragon retains the heavyweight championship, the world title, later on tonight against Jimmy Yang, it will be title versus title, and that matchup would be held under pure title rules. So a lot is on the line concerning tomorrow night's matchup, concerning what happens tonight here in Dayton.
McGuinness staying right on Daniels here, has that arm tied up. Cranking back on the shoulder while driving that forearm to the back of the neck as well. Daniels down on his stomach. McGuinness trying to turn him back around.
Trying to wear down the fallen angel right here. Again, putting pressure on the shoulder, as well as twisting away on the neck. But Daniels back to his feet, firing away at the midsection. And really driving that arm down with a modified divorce club.
Daniels grabbing at the elbow, the pain on his face. McGuinness smartly right to the arm, drops the leg right across it. Has it barred. Cranking down with the legs.
Basically has that arm scissored with the legs, putting more pressure on the arm as well as the shoulder. And the pain of the maneuver forcing the shoulders of Daniels down to the canvas for a near fall. Gotta hand it to Nigel, keeping control of the arm, not allowing Daniels to break free. And staying on that arm, changing it up a little bit.
Going back on the forearm as well, submission maneuver here. Really wrenching down on that arm. Daniels trying to maneuver his way out of it. Very close to the ropes here.
You'll notice Nigel applied the hold, not necessarily in the middle of the ring, maybe entice Daniels to go for a rope break, but he's turned it around on him without having to use one into a half crab.
Really cranking down on that leg, but you gotta wonder how effective the maneuver is gonna be with all the damage done to the elbow. How much strength does he have pulling back on the leg of McGuinness? Nigel trying to power his way out and makes it to the ropes.
Second rope break utilized by Nigel McGuinness.
That's rope break number 2 for Nigel McGuinness.
Big forearm across the back from the fallen angel. Forearm shot now to the jaw. 3 in succession. Into the side headlock, but Nigel back to work on the arm, driving it down to the mat. World of hurt on the face of Christopher Daniels right there.
Tremendous piece of defensive counter wrestling there by McGuinness. And again, right back to that arm. Also using that leg for extra added pressure. Forearm across the nose.
Just raking the forearm repeatedly across the nose.
Just trying to punish Daniels there at that point.
Just adding insult to injury. He's got the man worn down. Daniels looking for the support of the fans here in Dayton. And they are getting behind him, trying to give him that burst of energy to work his way out of the hold and back to his feet. Not giving it up.
Right there, checking. He rolls Nigel up. Be able to get two. Both men back to their feet. European uppercut by Nigel and a clothesline from the left side.
Well, he might have swept the leg as well. A modification of the STO, a maneuver that Daniels likes to utilize. Cover by McGuinness. Daniels kicks out.
Did not hook the leg. Daniels still with enough left in the tank to power his way out. Another cover by McGuinness. Again, does not hook the leg, instead driving the forearm across the throat, but Daniels still able to kick out.
Making Daniels exert that energy to kick out each time. Nigel looking to capitalize here, looking to follow up. Pulls the fallen angel into the corner. Wrapping that arm around the top ring rope, trying to apply more pressure and do more damage. And borrowing a page out of Bryan Danielson's playbook, I have until 5 referee. Thinking about tomorrow night's matchup in Cleveland as he drives his shoulder right into the midsection of Daniels.
He needs to keep his focus on Christopher Daniels, or he's not going to have that pure title tomorrow night to wrestle against Bryan Danielson with.
Taking his time, comes charging. But Christopher Daniels saw it coming and capitalizes with the neck breaker.
Drove the knee into the side of the face and then able to connect on the neck breaker.
Still focusing on the neck of Nigel McGuinness as he has throughout the match. If every time Daniels has been able to get the advantage, he's gone after that body part. And now a flurry of offense from the Fallen Angel.
To get that second win here is Daniels. Reversal by Nigel. Daniels off the ropes. Nigel sets a little early and driven to the canvas. Covered by Daniels. McGuinness able to kick out at 2.5.
More damage to the neck. Another neck breaker. Off the ropes comes Daniels. STO. Cover. No, Nigel able to get his shoulder up. Could be thinking Angel's wings. Could be thinking, you never know. Christopher Daniels has an array of different maneuvers that can put away a man after working over the neck.
European uppercut and an elbow. Puts on the brakes and another clothesline from the left side. Quick cover.
The Koji clutch also puts pressure on the neck of his opponent.
McGuinness thought he had him right there, but Daniels again able to kick out. Still trying to shake out that left arm.
Nigel barely able to stay on his feet as Daniels has been able to bring the fight to him. Shot to the midsection from Daniels. Down across the back with the forearm from Nigel.
Elbow to the top of the head by McGuinness. Feeling the effects of that one himself. Picks Daniels back up. Sends him to the corner. Reversal by Daniels. Nigel with the headstand. Death Valley driver around the corner and a cover. So close.
Well, that's another way to counter the headstand trickery of Nigel McGuinness. Was able to get him up on his shoulders and connect with a high-impact maneuver, the DVD, but it's not enough.
Daniels feeling it here. Turns him to the corner. Might be looking for the best moonsault ever here.
He's got Nigel on his back. Nigel moves out of the way. Daniels lands on his feet. European uppercut.
Avoids the second one, went for the roll-up, but he hangs on the ropes and then plants him face first.
Can he go for the cover? He does. Oh, so close.
Failed to hook the leg, and McGuinness able to get out. Shinonamaki locked in.
Nigel trying to work his way back to his feet, though.
Smart move on the part of McGuinness with his height advantage. That takes away a lot of the pressure of the hold. But the back heel trip by Daniels sends him down to a knee. He's really cranking it in here.
Nigel! Come on, Nigel! One, two, three.
That is the third and final rope break for Nigel McGuinness.
The ropes are now in play for Christopher Daniels as Nigel has utilized all three of his rope breaks.
McGuinness, though, fires him head first in the turnbuckle and goes right back to work on that arm. Also driving the forearm again across the chin and the bridge of the nose. Running start from McGuinness, little momentum out of the corner. Running European uppercut. Forearm by Daniels.
Big lariat! Oh, but he kicks out!
Third time McGuinness has hit that lariat from the left side. So close to putting Daniels away.
It's anybody's ballgame at this point in the match. Pure championship on the line. Looks like Nigel might be the first man back to his feet.
Crowd seemingly split between both athletes here. McGuinness, though, with the advantage on his feet first. As Daniels set up in the corner.
Looking for the Tower of London if he can get it. Daniels saw it coming back into the Shinonamaki.
The ropes are legal, though. Nigel has used all three of his rope breaks.
Back into the middle of the ring, trying to break free, but Daniels, relentless, keeps the hold.
Nigel has got to find a way to escape. The ropes can't save him here. Daniels does not have to let go of the hold.
this momentum, and both men through the ropes and all the way out to the floor. The ropes could not save McGuinness, so he used his momentum to send himself and his opponent all the way outside.
Sinclair now applying the count on both athletes on the floor. Pure title rules, you have a 20 count to get back into the ring.
Title can change hands on a count out. Could we see Christopher Daniels win the championship here tonight if he can beat McGuinness back inside the ring before the count of 20?
Both men struggling even to make it to their knees. Back up.
Trying to get back in the ring is Daniels, but Nigel puts a stop to it and delivers the European uppercut. Daniels trying to stay on his feet. Another solid forearm. Oh, but Daniels fires back on McGuinness. Move to the midsection, and another European uppercut.
Todd Sinclair still counting in the ring as they're trading.
The photographer from ROHWrestling.com in the way, shoving her right into Christopher Daniels just to beat the referee's count. Nigel retains the title via countout, and if Bryan Danielson can retain the world